Would you like a brand new car for a fraction of the cost of monthly finance on a used car? Watch this space. Hello guys, welcome to a new series for the channel. We're going to do car leasing deal of the month. So I did a video recently on car leasing and the amount of money you can save compared to a PCP deal if you find the right deal. And I got a surprising number of views. Obviously it's a new channel and views are fairly low at the moment, and that one seemed to do well, and I've got a few questions about it. So I thought it'd be a good thing to do, like a little deal of the month. And we're going to have a bit of fun with it. We're going to go through the categories and stuff in a second, and then we'll get on to the deals. So these will be reasonably short videos, but hopefully a bit of fun, and there will be some brilliant deals in there as well. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Okay, so let's talk through the rules. So to make these deals as comparable as possible to one another, we're going to look at 3 plus 35 deals only. So that means you pay 3 months up front as your deposit, and then you pay 35 monthly payments. So that effectively means you have the car for 3 years, and you send it back before it's due for its first MOT. In that first 3 years, you've also got the benefit of the warranty. We're basing each one on 10,000 miles a year to keep it nice and easy, and it's a realistic number of miles for most people. It's always going to have a decent spec level. So with some brands, the bog standard spec is actually pretty good. With some of them, you have to go up the range slightly to get something, you know, that most people would be comfortable with. And the deal has to be currently advertised at the time I'm making this video. We're just at the end of January 2021 now. So now the rules are out of the way, let's start having some fun. So the deals, we're going to break it down to 6 deals every month, okay? Number 1, we're going to call the Super City car. So it's either going to be a Super Mini or a City car. So small car, easy to park, nice to get around in. Number 2 is going to be the family hatchback, speaks for itself. Number 3 is going to be the crossover or an SUV. Number 4 is going to be the Midlife Crisis. I don't have enough money to have a midlife crisis, but say I did, this is going to be either something very young feeling, something like, you know, a Focus ST with like a big body kit on it and things like that, or it's going to be, you know, super fast car or a soft top or something like that. As I said, a bit of fun. Number 5 is the executive, so it's probably going to be like a big saloon most of the time. Could be something else. And number 6 is the Wildcard. So for the Wildcard, it could be any one of those categories there or something completely different. It will be different every time we do it, but it could be just a particularly good deal on a great car, or it could be something weird and wonderful. You'll have to watch and find out. It's that time again where I ask you to give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. Please do like and subscribe. It makes a massive difference to me. It means I keep making these videos and I'll keep making more of them. Please, thumbs up and a subscribe. Thank you. Also guys, this is a brand new series. I'm going to try and do one of these every month. But please tell me if there's something you'd like to see more of, or something you'd like to see less of, or something to add on to this. I'm making this for the audience. So if the audience doesn't like it, I need to know about it. And if the audience feels it would be better if we did something different with it, just let me know. I'm all ears. Okay guys, so deal number 1. This is the City Car Super Mini, the Super City car. So this one's a Vauxhall, which is not going to blow anyone's skirt up, so to speak. People are not going to get too excited by a Vauxhall, but look what a great little car it is for 171 quid a month, which is all we're talking about here. So an initial payment of £709.11, followed by 171 a month. So we've got the Vauxhall Corsa Hatchback 1.2 Turbo Elite Nav Premium. So that's got every bit of spec thrown at it. You know, it's a great little car. Let's have a look at the specs. So you've got 5-door manual. So combined MPG, looking at 67.3 miles per gallon. So it's going to be nice and efficient for your driving around town and everything. What have we got here for equipment? There's loads of it. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto as standard. Bluetooth. So you've got some nice spec there. You've got DAB radio, So it's a nice spec little car, one to get started with, 171 quid for a brand new car. I mean, find something a few years old with that sort of spec on for this sort of car that's going to cost you less than that per month. And you've got it for the first 3 years of its life. That's a great deal. Okay, so onto the family hatch. This is a great deal, I think, on it's a Nissan Leaf, so it's a full EV. So this is next level stuff. We've got an electric vehicle here. It's going to cost you next to nothing to run. Obviously, you go to the supermarket and stuff, and you've sometimes got free charge in there. Some places have free charges. If not, it costs you so much less than running a fossil fuel car. And look at the price of it. Let's just find the price of this car, like the new price on this car, just for a second, if we can. So the new price of this car, if you were to buy it, is £30,000, 29,790 quid. Right, so 30 grand, and that's yours for £1,000 up front, and then 218 quid a month. For me, that just is a fantastic deal on what's a really popular car as well. They don't have a massive range on these, but it's decent. I think you could live with it. It's 168 miles, which is the combined electric range. I think that's quite decent, to be fair. I mean, if you do lots of long journeys, obviously not, but for most people, they're using it, around town, school runs, that kind of stuff, commuting to work and back. That's a great piece of kit for the price. Okay, the crossover SUV. Bit Marmite in the way they look, but the Toyota RAV4, this one's the Icon. So it's hybrid technology, but it's not a plug-in hybrid. It's much like you're probably familiar with it in a Prius or a lot of the Lexus cars, where basically the car sort of generates its own electricity through regenerative braking and I think there's another alternator and stuff. However it works, you don't have to plug it in, and it's like electric assisted. £261 a month, and you've got 784 as the initial payment and 216 admin fee. So you're looking at about £1,000 up front and then 261 quid a month. And that's a great price for this car. It's a £31,000 car. As I say, they're a bit Marmite in the way they look. Some people love them, some people hate them, but it's definitely an interesting looking car. One other downside is I think this sat-nav system's not the best, but how much of that an issue that is to you it very much depends on the person. But by all accounts, they're very decent cars, and I mean it's Toyota, they're solid, aren't they? 261 quid a month, great deal. Okay, so now we've got the Midlife Crisis car. We've gone fairly soft Midlife Crisis on this. There are different levels of it. As I said, I'm due a midlife crisis myself, but I don't have the budget for one. But here we go. This is actually a great car. So BMW 235i xDrive. It's automatic, and it's the 2 Series Grand Coupe. So it's a £38,000 car. There's the headline: 0 to 62 in 4.9 seconds. I mean, that is great. Absolutely great. Obviously quite a small car. I bet this thing feels like it's absolutely flying. Price on this one is £389.94 a month. You've got the initial rental on there of £1,169, and then basically 200 quid for your processing fee. So you're about 1,350 quid down, 389 quid a month for a £38,000 car. Obviously a bit of a fun calling it the Midlife Crisis, but that is seriously a very capable car. Okay, now moving on to the Executive. I had to do this as the first one because I love these cars. If you've never driven one before, they're whisper quiet. They're just phenomenal cars. It's like driving around in your lounge. I love them. It's the Audi A6. So this one here seems like a particularly good deal to me. It's £41,650 car. £416 a month after a deposit of £1,249. You would not get a 3-year-old one of those on a lease for that with a significantly larger deposit. I mean, you would not get a second-hand one of those, say 2 or 3 year old one, on a PCP or an HP for that kind of money. Nothing near it. £416 a month and £1,200 deposit. You've got it for its first 3 years, where it's going to lose all its money, and then it goes away to someone else. Phenomenal cars, brilliant. I mean, if you haven't seen inside, look at that interior. Bit of theatre, great. And then we're going to the Wildcard. You may think this is not particularly wild, but I mean, it's a very popular car on the roads today. But I just think it's such a great deal, and that, you know, it's a new model. They look phenomenal. It's the A3 Sportback, the Audi A3 Sportback. You know, great looking cars. This one's in an S-line trim. It's the 35 TFSI, which is a petrol engine. It's a 1.4 turbo. Really quick. Not like that BMW, but they're nice and quick. Decent on petrol, and it's just a great little engine. They're just so much fun to drive. And I think if you said to most people, would you like a brand new S-line Audi for £1,000 up front and 283 quid a month, they would think that was a good deal. So that's the reason I've gone for it as the Wildcard. I love these cars. I've had a couple of them myself. I just think it's such a great price. You're talking like used Focus money every month for a brand new Audi. Great piece of kit. So that's it, guys. They're the deals of the month for January 2021. First time we've done it. Hope everyone enjoyed. As I said, if you didn't, or something you'd like to see more or less of, please give me a comment below. Please give me a thumbs up, please. Please give me a comment below, and I do listen to all of them. I reply to all of them. I want to make this sort of series last, and want to make it work for you guys. So please tell me what you like, what you don't like, and we'll try and do some more for you. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, guys.